When's the last time you called your parents or stopped by for a visit? Remember, a little bit of kindness can go a long way. A call, a card, a thank you costs you so little, yet means so much to your parents.
Don't change the channel. Open mic will be right back. Do you have any pets?
I actually do. I just adopted a pet rat I work in an alcohol lab at school, and they were going to euthanize them, so I decided to keep one, and I've had him for about a week and a half now.
What's your friend's name down here?
This is Rocky. He's half American Bulldog, half Pit Bull. He's 21 months old, and he's pretty playful.
I have 2 birds.
Well, why do you think that people have pets?
I think it gives them kind of like an additional sense of purpose, and it's kind of like a companion affection that they can't get elsewhere.
Company. Some use them for exercise, different reasons.
I don't know. Any reason, really. And for me, it's for, I don't know, kind of humane purposes.
I think it just companion. Yeah, and it makes them happy, you know, someone to play with and talk to.
I want to save a life, even if it's just a rat.
All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
It's really nice to have something around that loves you unconditionally.
The idea that you have this intimate relationship with a creature who knows you and all your habits really better than anybody else. And I think that plus the nurturing, the warm feelings and so on are very important.
We don't have one because there's no room, but I would have one if I could.
Well, what are some of your responsibilities with your new rat?
I have to clean his cage every week. I have to feed him every other day.
Keep him entertained. Just have to make sure you walk him on a regular schedule. That's pretty much it.
Well, of course, the walking. And mine are paper trained, so it's picking up the newspaper all the time.
Constant care. You really can't leave the house without worrying about what the dog or cat is up to.
Whatever else, messes, vomit, whatever, it's like a job.
If you're trying to concentrate and stuff like that, they will try to make a lot of noise, start chirping and stuff like that, and then you got to struggle to keep the cage clean.
Putting him in kennels on the weekends. I think it's a really big full-time job that you don't realize until you have one.
A lot of people think birds don't need attention, but they do. They really do.
What are some of the financial responsibilities of having him?
Dog food, vet bills. That's pretty much it.
I just spent about $50 on like a cage and stuff for him, so I understand. And dogs are obviously a lot more expensive than a 2-pound rat.
The vet bill would be the most expensive. That's all, really.
But it's definitely an ongoing expense. Kind of have to factor into your budget, which I haven't done yet.
Those who play with a cat must expect to be scratched.
Do you think that everybody could take care of a pet?
No, because you really need to give them a lot of attention.
I think it takes a special person to have that dedication time.
They're like little children, and they're as needy as a child. I mean, not the same kinds of needs, but they really want you to connect with them and be there for them.
On the Animal Planet, when you watch like the cop shows where they come and like the animals are all tied up and bleeding, some people just shouldn't have kids or pets, Sacrifice, willing to get home at a certain time so they don't miss you, they're not feeling isolated.
Some people prefer pets to babies. What are your thoughts on that?
Me too. I'd rather have a dog than have a kid.
I can see why.
I would say I prefer children over pets since I have a son.
Don't really care for children too much, but I like dogs.
I think it would be harder for me to get a dog now.
You can tell them what to do.
Not even really. It's just, I don't know, I just don't really care.
But the whole idea of the nurturing and the holding and the kissing and the hugs, that's similar.
Maybe I kind of see pets as like a step towards a baby, maybe.
Well, I think pets enhance a baby's life.
And yet you do have much more time to yourself and not that huge responsibility of raising a child.
The purity of a person's heart can be quickly measured by how they regard animals.
What do you expect from your pet?
Right now, I just want them to stop biting me.
Just that they're going to be there, that they'll wake me up every morning with kisses.
Well, for them to stop fighting with each other. I don't like them two fighting. They fight too much, and they be chirping each other, biting each other, and stuff like that.
I would expect maybe some affection here and there, for him just to sit still on my lap.
They're happy to see me, that I mean a lot to them.
To behave, not to cause any trouble when he's at the park.
Any final thoughts on somebody who might be considering getting a pet?
It's like the difference between getting that connection with an intimate creature and yet having, you know, the other party might want to not be tied down so much and be able to go away on trips.
Make sure you have the time and energy for them, and read about the breed you're going to buy before you get them.
They're awesome, and if you get a pet, you should not get them from pet stores. You should get them from shelters.
Animals are such agreeable friends. They ask no questions, they pass no criticisms, but they are a lot of work. So before you decide to get a pet, make sure you have the time, the patience, and the money to care for one.